Thank you for tuning in. So I'm excited to be bringing this video today. I've seen it requested a couple of times in the comment section, and so yeah, I'm hoping it's helpful. And so yeah, we're going to be going over how to compile the SonicPad firmware to run with this SKR MINI E3 V3. And this will also apply to other motherboards. There are a couple of motherboards that you cannot compile the firmware for on the SonicPad, thus requiring this method that we're going to go over. The first thing we want to do is pretty easy. We're going to search up VirtualBox. We're going to find Oracle VM VirtualBox, which would be the one we want to go after there. Once there, we'll just download VirtualBox and we'll install it. Step 2, you want to go back to Google and type in Ubuntu, U-B-U-N-T-U, and the first link there should be ubuntu.com. You'll just go there, and once you're at ubuntu.com, you'll just want to head over to download, then go to Ubuntu Desktop. You won't want to download the most recent release for Ubuntu. Instead, you'll want to scroll down until you see this link here. See our alternative downloads, you'll click that. Afterwards, you'll just want to scroll down a little bit until you see Ubuntu 18.04. It should say LTS Bionic Beaver. You'll just click this download here, and then you'll just want to select this version here, and that should download the ISO for this file. If it doesn't, you might find it here as well, just scrolling down a bit. Clicking it should also start a download. And then you'll just wait for that to download. The reason you want to download the older release is just to ensure compatibility. After that's done downloading, you'll just want to open up VirtualBox and you'll see a screen that looks like this. Once VirtualBox is opened up, we'll just want to go to where it says New. After clicking New, that should prompt you to create a new virtual machine. So as for name, we'll just give it something easy. As for ISO image, we'll just click this to select that Ubuntu image we downloaded earlier. And we'll just select that. We'll click Open. Then we'll click Next. As for username, we'll just go for something easy as well there. And as for the password, continuing with that tradition, we'll just go for something easy there as well. And then we'll click Next. For base memory, we'll go with 4096 as a base memory there. For the processors, we'll want to select 4. It may work with less than 4, but as a precaution, I'm just going to select 4 and click Next. As for the virtual hard disk size, we'll just want to select 25 gigabytes and click Next. And then we'll click Finish, and that will start up the virtual machine. Upon this first boot up, it will start installing Ubuntu and it will go through an installation process there. So you'll just want to leave it to do its thing. It's going to take a bit for it to install. Then you'll just log in using the easy password we made earlier. There's a couple of things that we need to install using commands in Terminal. To open up Terminal, you'll just want to go to here, this application drawer. Then you can scroll down and you'll see something that looks like this, and it will say Terminal. You'll just click it, and that will open up the Terminal app, the place we'll mainly be working out of to execute commands. However, it's most likely the case that these commands will not work out for you. And if that's the case, you'll see an error message similar to this one that I'm about to show you on the screen here. It will say that your username is not in the sudoers file. The incident will be reported. If that's the case, you'll want to try the following to fix this error message. You'll just want to type in su space dash, enter. It will ask you your password. You'll just enter that password and hit enter. Then you'll type in the following, which is user user mod all together as one word space dash a space dash capital G space sudo sudo, and then finally your username. You'll hit enter, and then you'll just want to reboot your computer. Afterwards, you'll just go back to terminal, type in sudo, sudo, space apt, space update, and you'll type in your password, and you'll just find that it works. After that command, you'll just want to type in sudo apt and then upgrade. You'll be asked if you want to continue. You'll just want to type in Y and enter. That will continue that installation. The install will take a bit, but no worries, just leave it to do its thing. And once that finishes up, we have one more thing to install here. We just want to type in sudo apt-get space install git and then press enter. It will ask you if you want to continue. You'll just type in Y, then press enter again. Then that will continue to install. So now what we want to do is download the Creality Sonic Pad firmware. We're going to be starting this from the terminal by running git clone and inserting this link, which I will provide in the description. That will start to download the Creality Sonic Pad firmware that we need, and that will be inserted into your local storage, and you can find that by going to Files on the left side, and boom, this is where you'll see it. And you'll see that all of these folders here are empty, and that's fine. We're going to be fixing that coming up. What you want to do now is you want to go to Creality's official GitHub page for the Creality Sonic Pad, and you want to download the corresponding folders. So for example, fluid_ys, you would go here, and you would go to here, and then download zip. Afterwards, you would follow through, and you would continue to do this for every single folder that there is. However, for the Klipper folder here, you'll actually want to not use this folder, and you'll want to go to Klipper's GitHub page, which I will make sure to link in the description below, and you'll want to download the zip file directly from them. Then just go to Downloads, double-click the master file there, click this folder here, select all, and extract, then go to Home, Creality Sonic Pad, Klipper, and extract. And in my case, I'm replacing some files because it wasn't empty, but for you, it should just extract and let you know it completed successfully. You'll just close out of it, and afterwards, you'll continue downloading and extracting the corresponding folders, minus the printer configurations folder. Earlier, the command we executed in terminal should have actually downloaded the files inside printer configurations. And upon entering this folder, you should see all of those configurations. What you'll want to do after downloading these folders from the GitHub page is you want to then extract them into their corresponding folder. For example, you would then want to go to the fluid_ys zip file that we downloaded from GitHub, double-click it, enter the folder that you see there, select all of the files inside, click Extract, then we want to go home to find our Creality Sonic Pad folder, and then go into our corresponding folder, and then click Extract. It should then let you know that the extraction was completed successfully. We can exit out of that. And then we want to go back to Home, back to the Sonic Pad folder, go to fluid_ys, and confirm that the files are there. And that's one folder done. Then you'll just want to do the same with the folders we mentioned earlier. And once you hit this point, we're just about done here. All you'll want to do is go back to the Creality Sonic Pad folder, go to the Klipper folder, right-click on Scripts, and select Open in Terminal. Once in Terminal, you'll just want to type in /install-ubuntu-18.04 0.04.sh. We will run that. It will ask you for your easy password, and we'll type that in. And it will start installing that, and afterwards we'll just let it do its thing there. Upon completion, you'll just want to type in cd ... That will get us out of the scripts folder. You'll see then Creality SonicPad/Klipper. Once this is the case, we'll just want to type in make menu config. That should bring us to this menu here. And this is where all the magic will happen. This will let us customize the SonicPad firmware to the motherboard that we have. In this video, I'll be showing how to customize this for the SKR MINI E3 V3, but you can absolutely adjust this as you see fit, depending on the motherboard that you have. So for the SKR MINI E3 V3, we'll just want to select the first option there. So press enter on that. It should start it. Then for the second option, we'll want to make sure to select the STM32 there. As for the processor model, we'll just want to select that. It will show us a giant list of motherboards there. We'll just want to locate the STM32G0B1, which is this one here, and we'll just press enter. Afterwards, that will exit us. And for this option, it should be the 8 kilobyte option. As for clock reference, that should be the 8. As for the communication interface, that should be on PA11 and PA12. We'll select that if not. As for USB IDs, we leave that alone. As for GPIO pins, we'll leave that alone as well. Once this is all adjusted, we'll want to click exit. It will ask if we want to save. We will say yes, so Y. The final step here is just type in make. We'll hit enter. This will just take a bit to compile. After running the make command, you'll just want to go to the Creality SonicPad project folder, then the Klipper folder. Then you should see a folder called out. You'll double click that and there should be a klipper.bin file. This will be the firmware you want to use to flash your SonicPad. The final step here is to rename the file firmware.bin. To get the .bin file out of Ubuntu, you can enable shared folders or enable USB compatibility, but the easiest route is likely just to upload the firmware.bin file in an email and email yourself. Insert this file into an SD card, turn your 3D printer off, insert the SD card into your 3D printer, turn it back on, wait for the flash to finalize. It may take a minute or two. Then you'll want to select other models, next, then next again. And this is all while having your printer.cfg file loaded on a USB drive and inserted into your SonicPad. After clicking loaded and then OK, this should mean that you have successfully flashed your 3D printer to run with the SonicPad. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps out. If there's any questions, please post them in the comments. I'll definitely try and get to everyone. And also, yeah, please subscribe. I definitely plan on making more videos.